In a hot, dusty farm in California lived an old woman. She had worked all her life with her husband. They once owned large lands, cornfields, and strong animals. After her husband passed away, she was alone. Her daughter lived with her and her husband. The son-in-law was lazy. He slept more than he worked. The old woman's knees hurt, and she grew weak. She spent her days sitting in the hallway looking at the horizon, remembering the past. The daughter, who was once a happy child, was now impatient. She did not help much. Her husband sometimes worked, but mostly he lay around. One night when they had little food, the couple spoke quietly. "If we do nothing, we will have nothing to eat," said the husband. The daughter answered coldly, "The solution is simple. Mother must leave. We need this house for ourselves." The next morning, the old woman sat in her rocking chair. She heard boxes being moved, hurried steps, and loud voices. She went outside and saw her daughter and son-in-law. They were taking her clothes, shoes, and blankets to the street. "What are you doing?" she asked, trembling. "Mother," harsh snorts, "you must go. We cannot continue like this." "We need the space," said her daughter, not looking at her. "Leave my own house," whispered the old woman. No one answered. The son-in-law put the last box on the ground, slammed the door, and went back inside. The daughter turned away without touching her mother. The old woman sat on the step and cried. She cried until the sun went down. But she had a secret. Years ago, when her husband lived, they saved a lot of money. She sold some land slowly and hid the money in a stone box near the cowpen. She never told her daughter. When night came, she stood up and went to the cowpen. She moved the stones and found the money. It was enough to start again. She packed her things and left. She walked slowly along the dirt road next to the cornfields. The daughter and son-in-law stayed in the old house. They slept there that night. The old woman reached another farm. The owners knew her from the past. They gave her food, tea, and a small room. They respected her. The next morning, she asked if there was land for sale. "Yes, Mum. There are farms nearby," they said. She bought a large piece of land with her money. Neighbors helped her build a strong wooden house. She slowly rebuilt her life. She had a new friend, a kind boy. He helped her with small tasks, carrying water, feeding chickens, and gathering firewood. The neighbors respected her. She smiled at everyone and gave tea to visitors. She never spoke of her daughter. Meanwhile, the daughter and son-in-law lived in the old house. They did not work. The house fell apart. The yard filled with weeds. They grew poorer. One morning, the son-in-law wanted to find work. He walked under the hot sun. He saw a beautiful new farm. He knocked on the door. The old woman opened. "You?" he asked. "Yes," she said calmly. "I need work. I have nowhere to go," he said nervously. The old woman nodded. "You can work here, but one condition. You must never tell your wife about this farm or me." "Okay, I promise," he said. He worked every day. He fed chickens, cleaned the yard, and helped with the small cornfield. Every day, the woman asked, "How is my daughter?" He always said she is at home doing her things. One day the daughter followed him. She found the farm. She saw a beautiful house with chickens in the yard. All this time you lived here, while I starved," she shouted. The old woman listened calmly. "Are you finished?" she asked. "You left me," the daughter said. "Now you have a house and I want it." The old woman replied, "I did not give you anything, because you told me to leave. You left me with only clothes and shoes." "But I didn't know you had money," said the daughter. "Even if you knew, it would not have changed anything," said the old woman. The daughter demanded money and the house. The old woman gave a few coins and closed the door. The daughter left angrily. The daughter and husband wasted the coins. They bought only some food. They thought the mother would give them more later. They stopped working. The old house fell further into ruin. They sold the old land and house cheaply. They thought, when mother pass away, we will inherit the new farm. They did not know the old woman had already decided. She wanted the farm to go to the kind boy who helped her, not to her ungrateful daughter. The old woman grew sick. She wrote a will. "I want my daughter to have nothing. The farm will go to the boy who helped me when I had no one." She passed away peacefully in her bed. The daughter and son-in-law came to the farm. No one answered. Neighbors told them the old woman had passed away. The farm belonged to the boy. The daughter felt shocked. The son-in-law was angry. They had no house, no land, no inheritance. The boy inherited the farm. He was humble and thankful. The daughter and husband left the village. No one saw them again. Family is not always grateful. Greed and selfishness bring pain. A kind heart always remembers.